Alright, we are here for the after stream report, and we did a lot of kind of minor things today, but things that need to be done nonetheless. XAR was getting tired of tripping over the water pipe, so we changed it out to Invar and got it off the 4 through here so you didn't have to run over it anymore. We haven't changed it out all the way back this way, but we don't really need to. We just wanted to get the main upgraded, and we also he put in this export for sulfur and sodium, so this is now automated. The wood pulp is coming in from the pipe, the sulfur and the sodium is coming in from storage upstairs, and it's mixing with our glue, which is making our super binder. And so we now have super solid fuel right there, and that is coming through from this box and going over there. We also, along with having our compressor, which we need to get this stuff out of here. I don't know why these ever got put in there. Should be able to put them in here, and they'll eventually get used up. But we also want to get more. We want the tree farm to run 24/7, so we put in this pipe here that runs over here to this macerator, and it will macerate us up charcoal to electrolyze into carbon. I'm not quite sure why that's not outputting where it was outputting earlier. The only reason that wouldn't be outputting is because we are full here, which we are. And the only reason why that wouldn't be outputting, actually, you know what? I don't think that goes all the way upstairs. Let me take a look at that, because we haven't got everything turned over to being delivered by the ME system yet. This is input, that is input. Output would be right here, which is there, but that is only running over to the things that need it, which is for making a CO2, or CO from CO2, methane from hydrogen and carbon, which, by the way, we have managed to run ourselves just about out of all of them. We were pretty full, but we are out of methane. I got to figure out why that's actually out, because it shouldn't be able to get out. Not that one, this one. Benzene, it's actually working properly, and it's not running completely out. And then carbon monoxide over here. So they're supposed to be shut off when they get too low by this redstone right here, which the redstone is lit. So it should be coming over here and going into these, which come up here and should be shutting off this pipe, which right now it most definitely is not. So I got something set wrong. And the other one should be lit right now as well, which it is. That's the CO, and that's the methane, and they both should be shut off right now. Let me go take a look at, okay, so this one it is set into subtractor mode, and it puts out redstone by the level that it is got. So for this one, where the hell is the damn thing? There it is. So this is in subtractor mode, and it should be putting out like no redstone right now. Why is it? Oh, I bet you the redstone backed up through the thing. I think I need to put a block in there to block it. I think at some point we actually got redstone coming back through, and that was the problem. Alright, so now this should shut off and stop outputting. Let's go check those and see. So I may just have to put a block in between so it's a passive. Or a repeater would work as well. There we go. Yep, both of them are shut off. So the settings are right. Okay, good. So it wasn't that I set things up wrong. And then that one is shut off, which it should be off. Alright. So, yeah, I might have to put a repeater in there to make sure we don't get a back signal through there. Another thing we did is we put in a third recycler, which we have raw pulp going into that one, and we have sand coming in. This is to keep it. We ran the sand over from the upstairs tree farm over here, the regular one. We're doing everything we can to keep this tree farm up here running non-stop and never getting full of stuff. Also found out that we were voiding our fertilizer, which we need to put that in the same pipe. If we need to go check that real quick, because we should have way more fertilizer than we need. We can probably set up a pipe to run that over to the recycler too, if we can recycle fertilizer. So let's see. If you can shift click, it goes, and it will work. So for anybody that doesn't know, a recycler, you can put anything in it directly. Like, wait a minute, you can actually recycle dirt. I didn't think Greg let you recycle dirt. But cobblestone. Wait a minute. I thought we couldn't. Did they change it so you can actually recycle cobblestone now? You shouldn't be able to do that. Because Greg said if it wasn't a recipe that would work, you couldn't automate it in there. I'm gonna go grab cobblestone because cobblestone is not supposed to be recyclable. Maybe they made it to where you could have a bunch. Let's grab stack and let's go see if it will recycle. If it is, that's a bug that needs to get fixed. This should not be able to go in there. This should be on Greg's list of things that are blacklisted. See if we get any scrap. So it should be if we shift click it in there. If it's not a valid recipe, it won't go. We can also check it with a hopper. If you can hopper it in there, it shouldn't go. But it looks like right now we ain't getting shit out of it. See if I can find a hopper. I can borrow this one for a second. Let's see if we can hopper it in there. Because anything that does get put in there, if it won't make scrap, it'll just void it. Yeah, we haven't gotten shit out of there yet. Alright, so now we put this on there. Okay, so maybe it's shift clicking isn't the way to do it. Alright, so what about the dirt? Dirt is a valid recipe apparently. Huh, I did not know that. I wouldn't want to void or recycle dirt, but alright, so we kind of need to leave that right there so we can check things, but I will make another one. But I thought Greg had said if you could shift click it in, it was the same as automating it in. Huh. Unless that got broke somehow. Back. Alright. So we also, I'm not going to run all the way out there, but we also run the ethanol that we had stored up in this tank over here. We got it ran out and over to the B area to that tank. So we can connect this back up now so we can start burning off any excess of it that doesn't go over there. I only had that disconnected so we weren't burning it. And also we got our first replicator set up. And we have made our first 2 osmium from our UU matter. I don't know if I showed you guys this last time I did the after stream, but we put a fluid detector on here. So if we have UU amplifier in here, that means that we have some in here and the mass fab can run. If there is none in here, then it'll send a redstone signal over and it'll turn this off. Because I don't want to run the mass fab without amplifier. Been having issues with my throat most of the night, so sorry about the clearing there. But yeah, we've got tons of power because we ran all of that stuff. This thing's been on almost the whole time, which is good. We want it on. And we also got started on getting the reactor chambers built. We've got all the parts. We're just building the pressure vessel. So we almost have that one done. And we also set up the coolant. We're now making coolant. We set that up down here by the sulfuric acid. It's right over there. Yeah, those bad boys are off because they're not getting nothing. So right here, we got lapis dust. He's just putting it in through a hopper. And this line is running from our distilled water tank out there. So that is making us 1,000 liters per recipe. And that is filling up. So we're going to be turning these on soon because we need to get plutonium. We need to get plutonium for making radon and some other stuff. We're going to be doing some mining and music probably tomorrow night because we need to get these 3 things. We are getting ready for the assembly line and the fusion reactor. So we're starting to try to get everything ramped up for those 2 large projects. XAR still needs to finish our thing there, and we still need to get the stuff that needs to go from the roaster and the blast furnace. We need to get all of these hooked up. We still got to get that done. We haven't gotten back to work on that yet. And we're going to be putting in a processor over here and filling it up with ore washers so we can wash our ore faster. I think that's mostly what we did today. Let me get this hopper back in here before I forget. And we also have, there's my rods. I'm making a bunch of lead rods so I can throw them over here. That'll make our frame boxes. And then we just take the frames downstairs here. And we throw them into the chemical. Why is those in there? There we go. And then that'll make me the pressure vessels. We probably need to get a little, we got clay in there, we're okay. Let's see, we might have to get a more clay dust, but we look like we're alright for the moment. So yeah, that's what we've been doing around here. Trying to get some basic stuff taken care of that needed to be taken care of. And trying to get things a little more automated, a little more ramped up for, we're trying to get, you know, ammonia in here more often. Because we want osmium that way, which by the way, we've got 105 osmium. So we're doing pretty good. As soon as we get done with this project of getting this all changed over, see there's our 105 osmium. Once we get all of that changed over to where our stuff can be down here where we can see it, so we don't have to keep coming up here, because we still currently have to come up here to move this stuff downstairs. We're going to be changing these drawers out. We're going to make quantum, where are they at? Quantum chest that'll hold 1,620,000 blocks. We're going to start making these, but we're going to need one of these for just about everything. We could do the quantum 2, but I don't think we need it. We're also going to be running the calcium, which this one needs to be changed because it is most definitely not calcium. That is supposed to be beryllium. This one is supposed to be calcium. For some reason he has in both of them. So we need to take this out of there. That needs to be beryllium. Pop this off of here for right now. And not connect it back up until we get beryllium put in there, which that is why we're going to get the emerald vein. And so we can have beryllium put in there. I thought I had a key. Where is my key? I guess I don't have a key. Alright, so I don't have to worry about locking it right now. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. And oh, we also fixed this. We had way too many backed up in here, and now you can see it's all gone through it because we kept getting regular dust in here and we weren't sure why, but we think we figured it out, so we ran the pipe. Instead of going from the roaster into the bottom of there, it comes into the bottom of this pipe, and then we have a shutter on here that'll only allow it to input, so nothing can try to go down through that pipe. So now everything that goes from our rare earth centrifuge, this is done and automated. It just comes in, goes down there, goes in there, and automatically comes over here. And then everything from the roaster goes up this pipe right here and goes over there as well. And so we're working on Galena now. We just need to get the ME cable to run from all of this stuff over here, because this is our roasting stuff. We got pyrite that needs to be ran. a little bit more galena, a thing of cobalite, and a thing of molybdenite. But we haven't got that taken care of yet. So that is it. That's what we've been doing. I will see you guys next time.